Have you ever wondered if the last digit of your birth year holds a secret meaning, one that reflects your karmic journey, your spiritual lessons, and even your life's purpose? Through the lens of Buddhist philosophy, we'll uncover how something as simple as a number can be a profound guide to self-discovery and growth. What does your number reveal about you? Watch closely, reflect deeply, and share your thoughts in the comments, because your story begins here. The hidden meaning behind the last digit of your birth year, a Buddhist perspective. Have you ever wondered if the year you were born, or more specifically, the last digit of your birth year, holds a deeper significance? While this might sound like an intriguing coincidence or a mere superstition, let's dive into this concept through the lens of Buddhist philosophy, astrology, and real-life examples. What you discover might surprise you and even inspire you to reflect on your own life's journey. The significance of numbers in Buddhism. In Buddhism, numbers often hold symbolic meanings. From the Four Noble Truths to the Eightfold Path, numbers are seen as tools that help explain the principles of life and the nature of the universe. Each digit, in its essence, is connected to a vibration or an energy that influences karma, actions and their consequences, dharma, cosmic law, and the interconnectedness of all beings. Now let us delve into what the last digit of your birth year might reveal about your karmic patterns, life path, and spiritual tendencies. Digits and their deeper meanings, 0 and 1, the seed and the beginning. Symbolism. In Buddhist thought, the digit 0 represents emptiness, or shunyata. This isn't emptiness in a negative sense, but the potential for all possibilities. 1 signifies the beginning of a journey, the start of something meaningful. Life reflection. Those born with a birth year ending in 0 or 1 are often destined to pave new paths. They are initiators, whether in their personal lives or on a larger scale. Example, think of Mahatma Gandhi, born 1869. While the last digit of his birth year is 9, consider his first step into activism. Like the energy of the number 1, he initiated a global movement for nonviolence. This shows how even a single individual can create ripples of change. Philosophical insight. From a Buddhist perspective, this represents right intention, the first spark of enlightenment that motivates every action. 2 and 3, fluidity and connection. Symbolism. These numbers embody anatta, the absence of a permanent self, and paticca-samuppada, dependent origination. They represent adaptability and the interconnectedness of all beings. Life reflection. People with these digits are natural harmonizers. They have an intuitive understanding of relationships and the flow of life. Example, take Albert Einstein, 1879. His groundbreaking ideas about the universe were born from seeing connections that others could not. This ability to perceive the unseen ties beautifully to Buddhist teachings about interdependence. Philosophical insight. These numbers remind us that we are not isolated, but deeply connected to the fabric of life. Such understanding is the key to right view, one of Buddhism's Eightfold Path principles. 4 and 5, growth and resilience. Symbolism. These numbers resonate with the idea of dukkha, suffering, and the path to liberation through perseverance and wisdom. Life reflection. People born with these digits often face challenges early in life but emerge stronger. They are builders of both material and spiritual wealth. Example, consider Nelson Mandela, 1918. His journey from imprisonment to becoming a symbol of peace and justice reflects the energy of resilience and growth. Philosophical insight. In Buddhism, suffering is seen not as punishment but as a teacher. The digits 4 and 5 embody this truth. Every struggle is an opportunity for transformation. 6 and 7, passion and enlightenment. Symbolism. In Buddhist teachings, fire represents passion, but also destruction. The number 6 represents worldly desires, while 7 symbolizes the quest for spiritual wisdom. Life reflection. Those born with these digits are often driven by deep emotions and a thirst for understanding life's mysteries. Their lives are marked by intense experiences that push them toward inner clarity. Example: look at Steve Jobs, 1955. His passion for innovation revolutionized technology, yet his journey also reflects the Buddhist truth of impermanence. Despite his material success, his battle with mortality led to profound realizations about life's transient nature. Philosophical insight. These digits remind us of right effort, to channel passion into purpose and transcend the illusions of the material world. 8 and 9, stability and compassion. Symbolism. The number 8 is often linked to balance and the Eightfold Path, while 9 represents completion and universal compassion. Life reflection. These individuals are stabilizers and visionaries. They seek to bring harmony to chaos and often devote themselves to causes greater than themselves. Example: think of Dalai Lama, 1935. His teachings on compassion and balance exemplify the profound energy of these numbers. Philosophical insight. These numbers represent right mindfulness and right concentration, guiding individuals to live with awareness and a sense of purpose. The Buddhist take on destiny and numbers. From a Buddhist standpoint, while numbers can provide symbolic insights, they are not fixed determinants of one's life. The essence of Buddhism lies in free will and karma. Your actions, guided by intention, shape your future more than any number ever could. However, exploring the energy behind your birth year's last digit can serve as a tool for self-reflection. It might inspire you to examine your strengths, understand your challenges, and align your life with the universal truths of compassion, impermanence, and interconnectedness. The cosmic dance of numbers and karma, a deeper dive into Buddhist wisdom. If the last digit of your birth year intrigues you, let's journey even further into its layers of meaning. The interplay between numbers, karma, and spiritual growth isn't merely about mystical beliefs. It's a profound framework for self-awareness, rooted in Buddhist philosophy and wisdom. Numbers can be seen as cosmic symbols, reflecting the karmic imprints we carry from previous lives and the opportunities available to us in this one. But how does this align with the Buddhist understanding of life? Let's unravel the mystery step by step. The cycle of birth and rebirth, samsara. Buddhism teaches us that life operates in cycles, not straight lines. The last digit of your birth year, when examined through the lens of samsara, the cycle of birth, death, and rebirth, could hint at the karmic lessons you've brought into this existence. Each number may represent a stage in the spiritual journey. 0. The infinite loop of possibilities. This signifies someone entering life with fresh energy, ready to explore new karmic territories. 1. A symbol of singular focus. Those born with this digit may be called to refine a specific karmic lesson. 9. The number of completion. This suggests an old soul nearing the end of certain karmic cycles, preparing for higher wisdom or liberation. This doesn't mean your life is preordained. Instead, it's an invitation to observe and act. Buddhist philosophy reminds us that while karma shapes tendencies, you hold the power to transform those tendencies through conscious effort. Numerology meets the 5 precepts. In Buddhism, the 5 precepts are ethical guidelines to live a virtuous life, abstaining from killing, stealing, sexual misconduct, lying, and intoxicants. The last digit of your birth year can metaphorically align with how you might interpret and practice these precepts. 2 and 3, the gentle harmonizers. Those with these digits may find their life path closely tied to the second precept, abstaining from stealing, not just in material terms, but also in respecting boundaries and giving others space to flourish. Real-life reflection. These individuals often excel in roles requiring empathy, like caregivers, teachers, or negotiators. Their karmic challenge might be balancing their own needs while helping others. 6 and 7, passion meets mindfulness. These numbers vibrate with high emotional energy, calling for mindfulness in how desires are pursued. This ties to the 5th precept, avoiding intoxicants that cloud the mind, not just substances but also obsessive thoughts or unhealthy passions. Real-life reflection. Consider those who rise and fall through intense emotional journeys, like artists or innovators. Their spiritual work is to harness that energy for enlightenment rather than attachment. 8 and 9, the wisdom keepers. These digits resonate with wisdom and stability, reminding us of the 4th precept, abstaining from false speech. Their karmic role may involve becoming bearers of truth in a world fraught with illusions. Real-life reflection. Leaders, mediators, and visionaries often embody these traits. They bring stability to others, acting as beacons of integrity and compassion. Karmic obstacles and dharma opportunities. Each number also symbolizes specific karmic obstacles and opportunities to align with your dharma, your life's purpose in service of the greater good. 0 and 1, the visionaries. Obstacle, tendency toward self-doubt or over-analysis, stemming from a fear of failure. Opportunity, embrace the Buddhist teaching of anatta, no self. By releasing ego, these individuals unlock their visionary potential and inspire collective action. 4 and 5, the builders. Obstacle, attachment to material success or fear of change, leading to rigidity. Opportunity, practice upaya, skillful means. Learn to adapt your methods to achieve harmony without losing sight of your spiritual goals. The 4 Noble Truths and Life's Numbers. Buddha's 4 Noble Truths provide a lens to interpret the energies behind these digits. Life is dukkha, suffering. Each number reminds us of the challenges inherent in existence. For example, 6 and 7 often deal with the suffering of intense desires. The origin of dukkha is craving. Numbers like 2 and 3 may reflect the craving for harmony, which, if unbalanced, can lead to dependency on others. The cessation of dukkha is achievable. 8 and 9 often symbolize completion and stability, suggesting the potential for enlightenment or liberation. The path to cessation is the Eightfold Path. Regardless of your number, the Eightfold Path is your guide. It offers a way to transcend karmic limitations and live a life of wisdom, ethical conduct, and mental discipline. The Hidden Wisdom of Numbers, a journey into karma, dharma, and Buddhist enlightenment. The universe communicates in whispers through symbols, patterns, and subtle nudges. Numbers, particularly the last digit of your birth year, are no exception. They carry energies that reflect your karma, past actions and their results, your dharma, your life's path, and your soul's mission in this lifetime. Through the lens of Buddhist teachings, these numbers are more than coincidences. They are signposts guiding you toward enlightenment. Let's dive deeper into the profound interplay of numbers, life's meaning, and Buddhist philosophy. Numbers and the nature of impermanence. Buddhism teaches us that everything in life is impermanent, anicca. The last digit of your birth year, like all things, is transient, but it symbolizes your personal relationship with the cycles of change. 0 and 1 represent beginnings and endings, reminding us that life is a constant flow of starting anew. The teachings of impermanence urge people with these numbers to embrace change rather than resist it. 8 and 9 reflect maturity and completion. These numbers often symbolize the culmination of lessons learned across many lifetimes, urging you to let go of attachments to find peace. By contemplating impermanence, as the Buddha advised, you learn to see beyond the superficial meaning of numbers to the deeper truths they hint at. All things arise, exist, and pass away. Your numbers roll in the 6 realms of samsara. In Buddhism, the 6 realms of existence describe the different states of being we cycle through due to karma. These realms are not just literal. They also reflect psychological and spiritual states in our current lives. Your birth year's final digit may hint at which realm's energy you are working with most intensely. 0 and 1, human realm. People born with these numbers often experience the gift of human consciousness. This realm is considered the most auspicious because it allows for self-awareness and spiritual growth. However, it also comes with struggles like doubt and existential questioning, which must be overcome through mindfulness and meditation. 2 and 3, realm of the hungry ghosts. These numbers may symbolize desires and cravings. Those with these digits may struggle with feeling unfulfilled or chasing material goals. But their karmic lesson is to learn contentment through the practice of gratitude and generosity. 6 and 7, realm of the asuras, jealous gods. Intense passion and ambition often characterize these numbers. The challenge is to transform competitive tendencies into cooperative growth by practicing metta, loving-kindness meditation. 8 and 9, realm of the devas, gods. Representing abundance and wisdom, these numbers reflect a karmic state of prosperity. However, as Buddhism warns, even the deva realm is impermanent. Those with these digits must remember to use their blessings to help others and practice humility. By reflecting on the realm you resonate with, you can gain insight into your karmic tendencies and the spiritual practices that can liberate you. The energy of numbers in the Eightfold Path. Buddha's Eightfold Path is a map for living a life that leads to the cessation of suffering. The last digit of your birth year can reflect which aspect of the path you're naturally aligned with and where you may need growth. 0 and 1, right view. The first step on the Eightfold Path is seeing the world as it truly is, free from illusions and ego-driven desires. Those with these digits are called to challenge societal norms and seek higher truths. 4 and 5, right effort. People with these digits often have a strong work ethic, but must learn balance. Right effort isn't about exhausting yourself. It's about channeling your energy toward wholesome and beneficial actions. 8 and 9, right concentration. These numbers reflect a natural aptitude for focus and meditation. However, they must avoid complacency and deepen their practice to achieve liberation. Real-life stories, numbers, karma, and dharma. Let's take inspiration from some extraordinary lives to see how these principles unfold in action. Mahatma Gandhi, 1869. The number 9, symbolizing completion, aligns with Gandhi's karmic role as a peacemaker. His life reflects a culmination of lifetimes spent perfecting nonviolence and compassion, which are central to Buddhist teachings. Malala Yousafzai, 1997. The number 7 in her birth year represents courage and wisdom. Her karmic journey as an advocate for education reflects the Buddhist ideal of transforming adversity into purpose. Buddha Siddhartha Gautama, traditionally dated to the 5th or 6th century BCE. While we don't know his exact birth year, his life embodies the energies of 0 and 1, the emptiness of ego, shunyata, and the beginning of a new spiritual era. These examples show how deeply connected life is to karmic patterns and spiritual lessons, even when symbolized by something as simple as a number. The deeper Buddhist perspective: numbers as illusions. It's essential to balance this exploration with a reminder of what Buddhism ultimately teaches. Numbers, like everything else, are impermanent and illusory. They may provide insights and spark curiosity, but they are not the ultimate truth. The Buddha taught that clinging to concepts, whether they are about identity, possessions, or even birth years, leads to suffering. Instead, numbers should be used as tools for reflection. They are not definitive labels, but pathways to greater self-awareness. The real question is not, what does my number mean? But how can I use this understanding to live more mindfully, compassionately, and wisely? The profound Dharma of numbers, unveiling the deeper truths. As we continue our exploration into what the last digit of your birth year reveals, let's delve into more nuanced layers of meaning. Numbers, when viewed through the Buddhist lens, are not just symbols. They are reflections of the intricate dance between karma, intention, and the potential for spiritual liberation. The surprise isn't merely in what the numbers mean, but in how they can serve as a mirror, reflecting your spiritual essence and the lessons your soul seeks to learn in this lifetime. The universal laws and numerical energies. Buddhism is rooted in the understanding of universal laws, particularly the law of dependent origination, paticca samuppada. This principle teaches that everything arises due to interconnected causes and conditions. Numbers, too, are part of this web. The last digit of your birth year is not a random occurrence, but a manifestation of karmic conditions shaped by countless lifetimes. The law of karma. Your number is a representation of the karmic energy you bring into this life. 0 and 1 symbolize the seeds of new karma being planted. These individuals are often at the beginning of a fresh cycle, facing opportunities to create impactful legacies. 8 and 9 represent the fruition of past karma, where individuals might experience the results of previous deeds, good or bad, more vividly. The law of impermanence. Buddhist philosophy teaches that numbers, like all phenomena, are impermanent and ever-changing. A person born in a year ending in 4, for example, may resonate with stability in their youth, but find themselves drawn to transformation and change as they age. The impermanence of these traits is a reminder to embrace life's flow without attachment. The archetypes of numbers and their spiritual lessons. In Buddhist thought, archetypes represent universal patterns of behavior and energy. The last digit of your birth year aligns with specific archetypes, offering a spiritual framework to navigate life. 0, the infinite potential. Archetype, the void. Lesson: embrace the concept of shunyata, emptiness. You are a blank slate, capable of creating endless possibilities. Your spiritual work involves seeing potential in everything and everyone. Challenge: avoid feeling overwhelmed by the vastness of your choices. Anchor yourself in mindfulness. 1, the initiator. Archetype, the leader. Lesson: recognize that every great journey begins with a single step. You are here to initiate change, whether in your own life or the lives of others. Challenge: beware of pride or isolation. Practice mudita, sympathetic joy, to celebrate others' successes as much as your own. 8, the harmonizer. Archetype, the balancer. Lesson: live in alignment with the Eightfold Path. You have a natural capacity for creating harmony, both within yourself and in the external world. Challenge: resist the temptation to seek balance for the sake of control. True harmony comes from surrendering to the flow of life. 9, the sage. Archetype, the wise elder. Lesson: You are an old soul tasked with guiding others. Your life reflects the Buddhist principle of bodhisattva, postponing complete enlightenment to help others find their way. Challenge: avoid detachment from the material world. Stay engaged while maintaining a spiritual perspective. How numbers reflect the 8 worldly concerns. Buddhism identifies 8 worldly concerns that trap us in cycles of suffering, gain and loss, fame and disgrace, praise and blame, pleasure and pain. Each number corresponds to a dominant concern, offering insight into your spiritual challenges. 2 and 3, tied to fame and disgrace. Individuals may find themselves craving recognition or fearing judgment, reminding them to practice equanimity, upekkha. 6 and 7, connected to pleasure and pain. These individuals often pursue passions intensely, needing to balance desire with detachment. The Buddhist path encourages transcending these concerns by cultivating inner peace, regardless of external circumstances. Recognizing your number's influence is a step toward liberation. Numerical cycles and the Buddhist concept of time. In Buddhism, time is cyclical, not linear. Numbers reflect this cyclical nature. The digit at the end of your birth year can symbolize the stage of a karmic cycle you're currently navigating. 0 and 9 represent the alpha and omega, beginnings and endings. These individuals often experience profound transitions from career changes to spiritual awakenings. 4 and 5 reflect midpoints in a cycle, emphasizing the importance of patience and steady effort to reach completion. This cyclical understanding reminds us that nothing in life is permanent. If you're facing challenges, they are temporary. If you're experiencing joy, savor it without clinging. This perspective aligns perfectly with Buddhist teachings on anicca, real-life reflections, learning from luminaries. Great spiritual leaders and thinkers have lives that resonate with the numerical energies of their birth years. Let's explore how they embody these energies. Thich Nhat Hanh, 1926. The number 6 resonates with fire and passion. Thich Nhat Hanh's passion for peace and mindfulness transformed global understanding of Buddhist practice. His life reflects the perfect balance between intense emotional energy and spiritual wisdom. Mother Teresa, 1910. Ending in 0, her birth year symbolizes infinite potential. Mother Teresa embraced this by dedicating her life to selfless service. Her work is a reminder of how those born with 0 can create boundless change. Albert Schweitzer, 1875. The number 5 in his birth year represents growth and learning. Schweitzer's journey from theology to medicine reflects the energy of continuous self-improvement and the pursuit of a greater purpose. Practical wisdom. Applying this to your life. Reflect. Meditate on the energy of your number. What resonates with you? What challenges does it bring to light? Act. Use this insight to guide your choices. If your number symbolizes transformation, lean into change with courage. If it represents stability, cultivate gratitude for the present moment. Transform. Apply Buddhist principles like mindfulness, compassion, and equanimity to align your life with your karmic purpose. As we've explored, the last digit of your birth year is more than just a number. It's a reflection of life's lessons, karmic patterns, and your potential for growth. But remember, you are not defined by numbers. You are defined by the choices you make and the love and mindfulness you bring into the world. Take a moment to reflect. What does your number teach you about yourself and your path? Share your insights in the comments below. We'd love to hear your story. And if you found this journey meaningful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us for more explorations into life's deeper mysteries. Your next step toward understanding starts here.